like a little man. Like, goodness, he's really getting on my nerves. Hello, welcome back to Not My Bag. I'm Joe. I'm here on my own today, but I'm not by myself. I have the winners of Love Island 2024. It's Mimii and Josh. I'm so glad you guys are here. How are you?
So good.
Yeah, man, we're good, man. Just enjoying life right now.
I bet.
Us.
That's okay. I mean, firstly, it's been all over the press, but you are the first black couple to win Love Island.
Yeah.
How does that feel for you guys?
Great, man, to be honest. I think both of us are people who care about what people think to an extent, especially our people.
Yeah.
And to know that we've, made an impact like that is amazing. But I feel like we never actually knew that until it was announced. Like me personally, I didn't know until it was announced. But yeah, man, it's amazing stuff.
Yeah.
So good. I feel like this is something that we needed for the culture.
Yeah.
So to feel like we've done everyone proud just makes you think, yes, guys.
Yes. Well, I've got you a present.
Oh.
It's not. Don't act so happy.
Okay.
It's not bad, but I know from the show that you guys loved waffles. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wait for it.
How did I know?
Oh my gosh.
We couldn't find any sweet waffles, so I've got you some potato
Wow.
waffles.
You know what though? I love those.
I just didn't want to leave you guys like empty-handed. So congrats. I'll just put them down there for you.
Thank you so much.
That's okay. It's the thought that counts.
It's the thought, and I love potato waffles.
Do you?
I do.
Same.
Waffles are waffles, man. Waffles are waffles.
You can put them in the toaster as well. Have you done that?
Oh really?
Yeah,
I
like-
normally have them like a breakfast.
Do you? Yeah, I put them in the toaster because they cook quicker, the potato ones. Little fun fact for you there. So, since coming back, how's it been? What have you been up to?
It's been hectic, man. Overwhelming. I think the second day I got back, I plucked up the courage to go out because I wasn't sure what the reception would be like. So I must have gone to a shopping centre with my mum. I won't say which shopping centre, but I went to a shopping centre with my mum. And I think we lasted about half an hour before it all got too much. So like literally I'll be in a car and then I might see someone and someone's like, hey! I'm like, it's great, 100%. I'm definitely not complaining, but I mean, I didn't expect it to be like this.
Yeah.
It's been good. And I've just been busy as well. Me and her, we've been busy every day. We've got something to do.
Oh, amazing.
And we're spending as much time as we can with each other.
Cute.
Yeah, it's been busy. Like for me, I live in Portsmouth, so I can kind of hide away a bit more at home. Just because it's so, like coming out was so overwhelming and we didn't know what to expect, especially like me from the beginning. I didn't anticipate the reception that we'd get. So coming out to the love is amazing, but it's so overwhelming because I'm just a normal girl from Portsmouth. Do you know what I mean? Now coming out, like people know me. So it's like, whoa, like
that adjustment period.
Yeah, it's the adjustment. And obviously spending time together, hearing what he's been up to, watching his snaps. He calls me a stalker because I always know what he's doing.
Guys, I understand this, right?
Yeah.
How is it every time I upload a story, the first person's name I see is hers?
Have you got post notifications on?
No, but if I see, I
she
see
clearly
it.
has. But it's
If I see
okay.
it, I
It's
see
okay.
it.
It's fine. I ain't complaining, innit?
And locations on, like, because you could do that on Snap.
Can we do that on Snap?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you're giving her ideas, man.
Sorry.
You're giving her
I'm really
ideas.
adding
Crazy
fuel to the
girl era is
fire.
over with, please.
Love it. You been on any dates at all?
We're going to go on a date very soon. But we've done like casual stuff.
Casual,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, we've
We
just
went
gone
for
to get a
nice
went for like breakfast yesterday because like obviously it's so busy and hectic for us and we want it to be nice.
Cool.
But we're doing casual stuff, like we're just going to go get a bite.
Yeah.
And that's just as good for now.
And that's
100%.
us. I feel like we just like normal things.
Yeah.
And
Right,
because
yeah.
we're outside of Love Island now, this is where we can kind of actually explore what we have like in the real world and
Yeah.
do those normal things that we do post the villa.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So you haven't been to Sheesh yet?
No.
not yet.
We won't be.
What do you mean?
No, for real, like honestly, just doing the casual stuff, the normal stuff is what I feel like brings us together because there's so much hype around it right now. And obviously people want to see us out and having the dates and whatnot, and we will.
Yeah.
But for us to solidify what we have and make it really right, it's just for us to just act normal.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to give in to the pressure. Like everyone's like, oh, when are you going to be boyfriend and girlfriend? When are you going to do this? But
I
it's like, in our
know.
time,
Yeah,
guys.
in our
Oh,
time.
I bet you're getting DMs left, right,
All
and
the
centre.
time.
And when
When
it
you moving
happens,
in?
everyone will know. When that happens, we promise everyone will know.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start off. I like to do this chronologically. I feel like it's easier for everyone. So, in terms of your start with the Love Island journey, were you scouted? Did you apply? Like, how did that happen for you both?
Do you want to go first?
I was scouted.
Okay.
I was DM'd. A lot of people don't really know. Actually, one of the producers or scout members, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
DM'd me, and another one DM'd me maybe about 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably about 2019. So it was the year of like the Amber Rose Jill,
Oh, okay.
the OV, all of that year, and all of that lot in that year. But I feel like it was right for me to go this year because I feel like obviously I've developed. I'm more mature. Yeah. And I can handle myself better. Maybe I wouldn't have done that so well. When they first shouted me.
I'm with you.
So yeah, they DM'd me and I just said, you know, why not?
Love that.
Yeah.
What a compliment.
Yeah, man.
I've never had that.
Yeah, I was DM'd previously, but I've been doing uni and stuff. So I actually applied around this time last year, just after the last season. Didn't think anything of it. Then I got the call in January. And I thought the timing was right because now I finished my degree and my course and stuff. And now it just worked out. Like I wasn't expecting anything of it when I applied. I was like, let me just do it for the back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Now I'm here. So
and now you won.
Like what?
Yeah, no, I feel that. It's always about the timing, I think, with these types of things. And yeah, when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So in terms of you knowing if you were going to be original cast or Bombshells, is that something you knew, like going into it?
Yeah, I knew.
Okay.
I just didn't know when I was coming.
Right.
To an extent. They kind of let you know when you're coming.
Okay.
But they don't let you know when you're coming.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That must be stress.
It's
in holding.
Stress, but I was just getting on my life as normal.
Okay.
To be honest, I was getting on my life as normal. At a period, I stopped watching the show because I just thought, I don't want to keep on thinking to myself, when am I coming, whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, they literally just tell you. They call you and they're just like, all right, just to let you know you've been accepted, but you're going to be a Bombshell. And this and that, yeah.
Okay.
With me, I didn't know if I was going to be a Bombshell or original. So I'm not kind of sure like how that was decided. But when I landed, that's when they told me in the opening lineup. I was like, what? I had a feeling like maybe it would be early on because obviously the flights and stuff, they told me when the first people would be flying out. So then, but I didn't know like exactly what my plan was because I filmed my opener in Mallorca, like whilst I was in the holding. So I think that was still deciding for me.
Right, yeah, because Uma also said that she got like leaked by mistake or something, didn't she?
Yeah, I heard that, yeah.
I saw that.
Did you?
Yeah, because I was on the outside. So obviously on ITV, they have their little segments where you see an island.
Yeah.
So basically, all of a sudden, Uma came at the end and everyone was like, who's Uma? Like,
Yeah, I feel you. So we'll start just touching on briefly like Mimii, your journey from the start as well. And obviously bits happened before Josh entered. You were like the triangle queen at the start, weren't you, really? Because every time you like got settled in something, then something would happen.
Yeah.
And that vibe happened with Uma. But when I spoke to Uma on the pod, she actually said that you guys were just really good friends and clicked from the outset. So like, tell me more about that, because that must have been a bit weird in there, you know?
Yeah, I heard a few things that people got the perception that we didn't get along, but
also the edit played it
really?
Like from the start, like there was a bit of like because they didn't really show you it ever speaking at the start, but then when Uma said that, I was like, I would have never have known that you guys were so, close.
we were sweet. Like in situations like that, I never have the problem with the girl. Like my problem would be like with the man involved in the situation, based on like what's going on. But even through that, me and her were sweet from the jump. But obviously it was a bit awkward because like like we're in a situation, but no, there was nothing like that. I think we grew more so like in Casa. That's when we really like decided, okay, you're my bestie, you're staying with me. But like the beginning, we were just kind of sussing each other up, but there was no like bad blood. Nothing like that.
I feel like you were really going through it at the start. And there was a couple of like conversations that you were having with Ayo where I was like, this woman needs clarity. Do you know? And obviously, were you watching at this point as well?
Yeah, I was.
So you can see it kind of unfolding as well.
I see it unfolding as well.
Yeah.
But, obviously I stopped watching after a while.
Yeah, of course, 100%. But it is difficult because I feel like you're a very real person, and what you see is what you get. And like I can see that from just speaking to you now, like you're exactly the same as on the show. So I feel like it must have been really tough for you at points in there to be like, I don't know who's playing a game, I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? And you just want some form of clarity.
I think because we're all in the same situation, I feel like you just have to give people grace in the sense of like we're all trying to navigate this for the first time. No one's been in a situation like this before.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of what helped me to just be like, keep grounded and not lose my head in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's difficult. Like obviously everyone's going to handle situations the way they're going to handle it. But Yeah, it all played out in the end, I guess.
You were both so good at keeping your cool in there, by the way. Like, that's one thing I would say about you both throughout that entire thing. Yeah, there's a couple of slips, but naturally it's going to happen, right? But I was like, teach me.
Oh my gosh.
I could never, ever keep my head together like you guys did in there. Like,
That's the one thing I get all the time.
Yeah.
It's because we've all been there. We've been there when you've bugged out to the point where it's like, oh, I wish I never done that. Do you know what I mean? So then, like, when you approach situations after a while, you're just like, okay, let me just think about things before I react. Because otherwise I'm going to regret.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But no,
A lot of times it was us keeping each other calm.
Sure.
Yeah, on the rare occasion, it was me doing it to her.
Right.
Most of the time, it's her doing it to me.
Yeah.
Because obviously, you don't see everything. You know what I mean? But obviously, that was how I reacted most of the time. But there was times where she could see I was getting really annoyed.
Right.
Josh.
Yeah.
And I could feel her hand over that.
Yeah. And I can imagine there's quite a few of them in there. So in terms of Casa, Mimii, obviously you got closer with Uma in there as well. With all that playing out, like, did you have an inkling that you were going to go back and, you know, that situation was going to unfold? Like, what was your Casa experience like as a whole?
I think in there, I obviously watched the show before and I know, like, what happens in Casa.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to let that, like, contradict what I do on the outside.
Sure.
Like, on the outside, if I'm getting to know someone, I don't have a wandering eye. So I'm just going to go to what I know, like, stick to what you know type of thing. So I had it in my mind that it could be a possibility, but again, I wasn't gonna sway just because of that, because then I wouldn't be staying true to myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, like coming back from it, I was like, it was more so of like, okay, fair. I kind of prepared myself for that.
Right.
That's kind of why I was so cool when I walked in.
I mean, you were so calm. You were so calm. And even Maya was like, this is just, it was something else, but you handled it really well.
Thank you.
And I just think that, I don't blame you for just wanting to take a bit of time after that. You know, what we saw where you just like, okay, I don't want to talk to him. I just want to kind of leave it. And then obviously you had your Prince Charming like come in anyway.
Come and whisk me away.
Yeah, exactly. So, which I did want to like speak about basically the start of your journey, because you had that first date, which was a bit of an odd first date.
Yeah, very.
Because you were in a group setting. So was that kind of strange in a way? Because you had to,
It was, but I kind of liked it because it obviously takes the pressure off. And not that I can't deal with that, but obviously, you know, for her as well, it takes the pressure off of just being her with me. It was actually funny because I literally had that date the same day I arrived.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the same day I landed, I literally got off the plane and my chaperone literally looked at me as we got off the plane smiling, and he could see I was tired because I hadn't slept for 24 hours because I'd just been packing, trying to sort stuff out. So literally he got off the plane and he looked at me smiling. I was like, why is he smiling?
Oh no.
He was like, you're going in tonight. And I said, I knew it. So I've literally gone from there straight to wherever, the holding villa or whatever, changed, got myself ready.
No way.
Met Ruben. And then we've literally gone and got ready for the date. But yeah, it was good in a group surrounding. I thought we had a few chats, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like with Ruben speaking Spanish, it really broke the ice.
I was thinking, what are you doing?
I was like, what?
I was like, you trying to show me up right now?
And I was like, did they ask you to do that? Or and they was like, nah, I just did it. I was like, oh,
Ruben is full of surprises, honestly.
He kills me.
Full of surprises.
He's
so funny.
He's so funny. I feel like he's probably the best person you could have had that date with.
100%, because I say all the time, like, Ruben really helped me because my energy was gone. I was knackered. And I was like, come on, Josh, you got to get your energy right.
Yeah.
You're going to get your energy right. And Ruben's coming like,
he's like a Duracell bunny.
We all thought you were boys from outside, the way that you
literally, that was the question. Do you not know each other from before? And I was like, no, we literally just met 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, and do you know what? It was given that. It was given that. That's really nice, though, that you had that from the get-go.
Yeah.
It must be hard for the other bombshells that just come in solo and then worry they might not make friends. And because it's quite close in there. So the Hideway since that.
Oh my gosh.
Firstly, I know there was a bit of it shown on the film festival. Have you watched it back?
I watched it this morning, actually. A little bit of it. I watched a little bit of it.
Guys.
I watched a little bit of it.
The chemistry. I've never seen anything like it.
That's actually
I was
mad.
not expecting him to take me to the highway. I was like, oh, is it with that way?
Honestly, like it was. Do you know what? Hideway on the little swinging bench thing. I think it's when you got into the hot tub.
Okay.
Hot, steamy.
Is when it got steamy. I think as well. It was such a different side to you as well, Mimi. That like you just seemed a bit upset with just how everything had panned out, and there was no one in there for you. And it must be really hard to just watch your ex crack on, walking about, and you're just like, what is going on? So then it was so nice that then you had that like experience to then be able to kind of be yourself again, that type of thing.
And the thing is with Josh, like we clicked straight away because we're so similar in terms of like how we are on the outside. So we were just talking. I was just happy because it's like, finally, someone I can actually gel with.
It was the pace was so different to what you were like at the start. That's why everyone at home was like, oh my God.
I actually didn't even know what the reaction would be like until I came up.
Yeah. It was wild.
Oh,
everyone was rooting for you like from the get-go.
You did your big one still. Like
I know, and you went in hard. Like you obviously were like, I know what I want.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm going to get it. I also thought it was really nice how you handled the situations when basically you both communicate really clearly. Like you like that on the outside as well in terms of just very good
Me, yeah,
communicating.
especially because I realized a lot of arguments and misunderstandings are from miscommunication.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was a big thing for me. I always told her, listen, let's just communicate. The rest will take care of itself. And that's what we did really, just communicate really well.
Yeah, no, you are very much like that. I mean, you could teach a lot of people a lot of things. Maybe you should do like a relationship pod, putting ideas out there, and then the waffle date as well that you had. Got to get onto the waffles. Yeah. Come on now.
When Ruben came to me away, I was like, whoa. Like
again, doing his thing.
Really,
like it was just the thought behind it that really got me.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I like someone who's attentive and thinks about things. And the fact that when I arrived there, I was just like, wow, thank you. Oh.
Yeah, no, truly like a blessing. Did you feel a sense of responsibility when you went in to kind of like really show Mimi like what it's like to be treated? Because not saying you weren't treated well before, but it was obviously so up and down for you. So did you feel like when you went in, you were like, I want to do X, Y, Z?
I don't think so. I feel like most of it was just me being me, to be honest. Obviously, I took into account what she's been through. Yeah. And I wanted to make sure I don't obviously send her no mixed signals. Yeah. To be honest with her. So coming in, like everything was just normal. I'm like that, if I care about someone. Yeah. And I cared about her. So, that was just natural for me. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, so cute. Because he sat there like I did have a bit in here that I'm going to swipe away, but I did just want to bring up really quick, and that's backtracking a bit, but about the film festival, because how was that for you? Because obviously it's rough on everyone like individually when you go through that. What was that day like, and what was the energy like in the villa?
Was this like the movie night?
Yeah, sorry. Right. They changed the name this year.
Are we allowed to say the name?
Are we?
The film festival.
I thought we were talking about the Crafties. Is it Crafties he's talking about?
No, movie
night. I was going to get onto the Crafties bit. Yeah.
To be honest, like with that, it's just nervy because like it's one thing like hearing it, and for me, I didn't want to hear like the ins and outs of what happened. Yeah. And then obviously now I have to see it anyway, and I just saw snippets of it, and it just got me annoyed because it's like, oh. It's just, I just don't like the feeling of being embarrassed and like taken for an idiot. Yeah. You know what I mean? But obviously like what happened, it played out because they obviously had a better connection than we did anyway. So it makes sense. But it's just annoying because like, I'm now seeing this and now everyone's like looking at me to see a reaction. You know what I mean? And
it's hard because it's actually not a reflection of you, but yet people want to see what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? So I get that 100%. And obviously onto the Grafties, because that all kicked off as well.
It did. That really kicked off. Obviously it was hard seeing it. I won't lie. I knew, what people don't realize is I knew a conversation was going to happen. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And like I told her earlier, just communicate with me. Yeah. So I knew there was going to obviously be something coming up on the screen. Yeah. I just didn't know it was going to play out the way it played out. Sure. And my thing was always like, okay, if we're going through something, because we've got so much heat on us, we're not going to obviously show it in front of everyone else. Yeah. That just gives everyone else more ammunition to start coming at us. So my thing was, all right, no worries, Josh. Just eat it, hold it right now. Yeah. Everyone. But I'm going to pull it after and I'm going to chat to her.
Yeah, cool.
You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what I did. So I pulled her after and just said, listen, how it made me feel. Anyone will feel a way.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I know what her intentions were at the time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. We spoke. And I know she wouldn't intentionally go and do something like that. You know, she considered my feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it was all right for us to obviously move past it. A lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, because you went through it, got to a resolution and moved on. Was it weighing on you both, like feeling like towards the end, like you were just constantly justifying? Because I feel like from it as a viewer, like you're watching and you can see that there's a mad connection, that you're both truly there. Do you know what I mean? And you've gone through a lot. And naturally, I assume everyone in the villa would know that as well from just seeing you.
You think so, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you won. So there is that.
Yeah.
So by the end, was it just a bit like, let's just do our own thing?
Because that was the only thing anyone could talk about between us. Like everything else was sweet. But because that was the only thing anyone could say when it came to like challenges, it was just like, okay, but we've spoke about this again and again and again. So it did get draining. But then we always have to understand, like in challenges, people are going to say what they want to say.
Was it giving that with the challenges? Because I felt like when you watch, everyone gets on so well. Like when the text goes up, everyone's like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then you get to the challenges and all of a sudden everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah, the truth comes out in the challenge, doesn't it? Yeah.
Does someone have an energy drink before or whatever? Like what happens before the challenges?
I just think everyone wants to be honest.
Okay.
I feel like that's what it is. No one wants to hold back.
Yeah.
And that's what we all did, really and truly. Fortunately for us, we were never the people that were going for anyone else, to be honest. Even though we were honest, we had a way about going about it. It was never malicious or anything. Yeah. But the public also felt that other people were being malicious to us. Well,
the tennis one was a lot as well. Like that tennis challenge, I probably would have walked off.
We won that one, didn't we?
Yeah,
we did with Ruben.
Yeah, you did.
We won that.
There's a running theme here.
Yeah.
With you getting just winning. So I wouldn't worry if I were you both. In terms of friendships in the villa, because everyone always says that, like, as much as the relationship's important, the connections you make in there friendship wise obviously will, go on. So out of you both, like, who are you staying in contact with the most outside of the villa? Like, who did you get on with the most in there? Because sometimes we don't see like with you and Uma, we sometimes don't see those
and that's
friendships.
So mad. And then when I see like edits of me and Uma, I'm like, yes, that's my
It was
girl.
later on, but yeah, I get you.
So I got along with all of the girls, to be honest. Closest from the start was Patsy, and then when she left, Uma and Harriet. Yeah. And then Jess and Nicole, and then Matilda at the end as well.
Yeah.
So again,
I love Matilda.
Honestly, love them all.
She's such a sweet girl, isn't
like,
she?
they really, like, especially when I was going through the most, they were the people that I would rely on. So yeah, I feel like in there, that's how you make your friends, because it's who you can talk to, who's going to comfort you. Yeah. And we're all good for that.
For me personally, obviously I came a bit later.
Yeah.
So there was already friendships forged with people and whatnot. So obviously Ruben, me and Ruben spoke a lot. We were close. Harry, he came in a bit later. Me and him had a good relationship as well. We were really close. Kieran as well.
I saw you get on a lot with Kieran, actually.
Me and Kieran, I don't know what it was, but we just clicked.
I think that you and him are very level-headed, and I think that you just didn't want the ag. So when you'd sit there and talk, you were literally just like, I'm over this. Like but it was a nice like commonality to be like, we just don't want the ag.
100%. That was it. Yeah, we were both happy in our situations as well. Yeah. I guess that's why we were in top 2, I guess.
Running theme. Yeah. How did you feel when Will and Numa went? Because that was like, I'd say one of the moments in the series that really like rocked it the most.
Yeah. It was mad, but honestly, like, it was only right for her to make that decision, because if she had stayed, she wouldn't have been happy to be there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Obviously during it was hard, because it's like, that's my girl, but then that's selfish of me. Yeah, I was like, please, just wait, he'll wait for you. But no, I completely understand, because I would have done the same in that situation. You could tell she was upset. Yeah. She was crying as the speech was going on, so I feel like she had a feeling.
There was a moment she mentioned that Ruben was kind of like basically like smiling and stuff as it was going on, but do you just think that's because he's just like a happy-go-lucky person? Because I don't see him and see like any form of malice.
No way. I think it's when it's so awkward, you just end up smiling.
I'm the same.
What are you gonna do in that
laugh
situation?
when I feel awkward.
I laugh. You might think I'm taking a minute, but it's not.
I
just can't believe the situation.
I mean, it's also such a tense situation to put people in. A lot of the tweets have been like, if I was Ruben right now, like you just wouldn't even know what to do. So I did feel bad for him in that moment.
He's definitely not like malicious or anything like that.
No,
I don't think he was laughing at the situation. He felt pretty bad as well.
Yeah. And I think meeting like Will and Numa on the outside, like I've never seen a couple more in love, to be fair. So I was like, it was probably a good thing that they did. It happened for the right reasons, you know, because they were, like.
It worked out because they're boyfriend and girlfriend now.
I know. Oh yeah, they made it official.
Official
I
relationship
know.
now.
It's so cute. You. I like dropping hints. Family day in the villa was really sweet with you both. Tell us about that day.
Oh, I didn't expect it, to be honest.
At all.
I just didn't know who was going to come as well, because you don't know who's coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely at the right time and needed, because obviously it was just the back of arguments and challenges, and you know, you drain that a bit as well. So when you see your family, it's like obviously a sense of home. When they come in, they give you affirmations, they tell you you're doing well, keep doing what you're doing. And the fact that our family's gotten really well, and they were very complimentary of each of us and how we're doing, that was good as well.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably maybe the best day.
My favorite day.
Was it?
My favorite day ever.
Yeah.
When I heard my mum say, "Where is everyone?" I was like, "Get me to her
Were you
now."
one of the last people?
Yeah.
Second to last.
Second to last.
Second to last,
Yes, you've got to see everything else unfold
You
as
just
well.
don't know
Oh my
you don't know when your
gosh.
family's gonna come as well.
Yeah.
So nerve-wracking.
How long did you get with your family?
40 minutes?
Yeah, something like
So
that.
we've got like 20 minutes with us, by ourselves. with
Oh,
our
that's
family.
really nice.
We've got another, maybe about 20 minutes with our families all together.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And
not
everyone hit
enough.
it off, which is good.
yeah.
100%.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. That's what we needed to kind of push us to the end, I think.
I feel like we went just another level after that, for me especially as well, because obviously like we both care what our families think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my family had nothing bad to say.
Yeah.
And obviously it was weighing on me a little bit, because obviously I knew what happened with the situation, and I didn't know how they would take it.
Yeah.
But it reassured me that they were like, no, it's fine, just keep going, she's a lovely girl and whatnot. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm doing the right thing and whatnot.
Yeah, it massively helps. And as you said, you didn't really know like what the public perception even was and right until the end. So that must have been a really weird one, because you're kind of second guessing like, what's it going to be like? What's it going to be like? So yeah, and then the final, that day, obviously you kind of started to see like what the fans were like, what the public was like. How was that day? Because it's always really sweet, isn't it? When I know it's filmed like a couple of days before, when they bring you out in the suits and the gowns and everything. Like, how was all of that? Because it gets really lovey.
Yeah.
Towards the end, like, really lovey.
It does, yeah.
So how was all of that?
Crazy, man. I think for the whole time I was literally saying to myself, well, I'm in the final, or we're in the final. I was thinking, I never came in thinking even about winning. Obviously, it was so late. All I came in thinking was that at least let me just find the connection. At least, I don't want to go a day later. I'd feel like it's just wasted and whatnot. So first of all, it was just obviously realizing that I found someone, and then obviously realizing we're in the final. It was like crazy.
Yeah.
And then winning on top of that.
I know.
I feel like everyone like made a meme out of my face because I was in such shock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Was not expecting
we
it
just
at
weren't expecting it.
all.
Obviously, we're so grateful, but I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that. I was so, shocked at the time. But yeah, the day was hectic. The day was crazy. It was a lot of preparing, getting ready.
It was a nice way to close the whole chapter off. Like, just seeing everyone all loved up. Because to be fair, like, when I watch it towards the end, I don't watch the end bits because, like, okay, everyone's loved up now. Boring. But being in it is just nice.
Do you know what? Like, you're saying what everyone thinks.
You can admit it, it's true though. Like,
said to Kane on the last week, I was like,
Literally,
like,
give me
it's got to be all the
something.
dates. They're not going to argue. There's no more bombshells. And
Yeah.
I also noticed that like a few couples and stuff always wait till like the last few days to be like, we're exclusive. Because it's like, obviously you're like, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I feel you. And it was different this year with the date situ, because normally I take you on them big extravagant ones. But did you like the fact that you could do the kind of, plan your own day, do your own thing? Was that, did that feel a bit nicer than?
Yeah, because like the boys actually had to think about, okay, what should I do to make her smile? Like it was on them, and they all delivered so well. So I think it was a bit more special. I think because it was more like intimate
With the waffles.
Thought out waffles, white rose petals on the floor,
I
candles.
got brief for that, by the way.
Did you?
First thing my sister said is, why did you make waffles? All the other boys are cooking proper food and you're making waffles. I was like, what do you mean? Like, she just went straight at me. No, but 100%. It was nice. I like that.
Yeah.
More intimate, more thoughtful. You can obviously do what you want to do. We got to, design the place and whatnot.
Yeah.
Me holding his little flower.
Holding the flower and that, we got the
He's
roses.
actually a meme now.
He is. Have you seen it? There's memes everywhere of him.
No, I love it. And then, so after you won, obviously, it's mental. What is the next few days like when you left? Like, do you get your phones back, I assume, and then do you stay with the other cast? Like, do you go off somewhere else? Like, how's all of that? How's that all play out?
Obviously, the day after the final, you have a whole day of just sort of prepping yourself for life on the outside.
Okay.
So you have psyche, and then you have media training, and I forgot the other one, maybe financial training as well.
Okay, sure.
So all these different things, and also you get a press meeting as well, just to let you know how the press, how the public have been reacting to you inside, what's gone well, what's gone bad.
Sure.
That's probably the one that you're most nervous about because you just never know.
Yeah.
But it was literally just meetings, and we got some downtime to chill with each other.
Nice.
And finally get to talk, properly without the cameras.
Say.
That was good.
How was that to just sit there and be like,
You know what? Yeah, for me it was actually the same.
Okay, fine.
Surprisingly, it was the same. It was not like we started speaking about anything else.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It was the same.
Yeah.
That was.
And
good.
it was nice to just talk about everything.
Yeah. Everything. Yeah.
I can imagine there's some moments in there that you're like, you just got to look at each other in the eyes and be like, just keep it moving.
Wait.
Mimi did this thing, yeah. Mimi did this thing with eyes like this. When she does that, I was like, okay, I know what you're saying. I know
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You like a glare?
She does like that, innit? And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I get it, yeah.
Oh, don't. I love that. Yeah, I would find it really hard. And especially you eat separately? Is that right? Or like on the down days you're separate?
Yeah, separate at meal times. And then we have down days like once or twice a week.
Yeah, about once or twice.
Girls and boys separate. You can't not supposed to.
You can't even sleep with each other.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the boys sleep with the boys.
Yeah.
There were some bad sleepers to sleep with, I'll be honest.
Was there? Go on, name them. Name and shame.
You know what? Yeah, Sean.
Really?
So sorry, Sean. But Sean, yeah, we will be sleeping. Sean would like Undertaker. You know what Undertaker's like?
Yeah.
Sean will wake up like that and go, bro, are you good? Like it would, even when we were all sleeping together, boys and girls.
Yeah.
There was a time when me and Sean slept together upstairs.
Okay.
So I had my bed and Sean had his bed, and literally I just remember, you just wake up in the night randomly. Sometimes you might wake up for like a little.
Yeah, or in a dream you'd be like, oof.
Yeah. But Sean literally just woke up, rose, and I was thinking, oh my God.
I would have been so scared.
He thought someone broke into his sweet shop. He was like,
fighting zombies in his sleep or something.
Yeah, sorry, Sean.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that brings me on to some gossip. That it's always good to find out the gossip. So in terms of that, who was like the worst in the bedroom in general? Like, whether that's farting, whether that's, like sleeping, like who was the worst?
We used to have this thing, and it was called wafter. And basically, there would be a king wafter, and that means wafts the most. So basically, it's when you fart,
right,
and then you just do that with your
my
your blanket.
gosh,
and it's called wafting.
That's he.
I'm not gonna say who, yeah,
but there was someone.
But there was a king wafter who was notorious for doing it all the time.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know
this. Who the king wafter was.
No, seriously, what the hell?
Do you know
home
this?
training out the window. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Who snored the worst?
Oh,
because there was a lot online about Connor.
Yeah, I do remember Connor snoring quite a bit. Don't look at me like that. Swear down, don't look at me like that. I do not.
You see Mimi, yeah? Mimi doesn't actually snore when she's sleeping, but she does this thing, yeah, where she snores when she's not in a comfortable position.
Yeah.
So, if her neck is in
so get it correct.
She just starts snoring. And then I'll just nudge her,
right,
and snoring stops.
It's giving recovery position.
Do
you know what I mean? Because he loves to cuddle, then I'll be on his chest and he'll like want to hold me and stuff like that. But then my head is like wayward, like I'm like my neck is broke.
So if she starts snoring, I know, okay, she's not comfortable. I just got to nudge her a little bit.
Okay, fine. All right.
But there were a few snorers. I don't know if I should name and shame.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm enjoying it. Who took longest to get ready?
Oh, definitely
Me.
the girls. Yeah, Mimi. 100%.
Yeah, I did.
Always
Were you?
I was so in trouble all the time.
Were they saying over like the Vogue thing? Like,
yeah, like Mimi, get out of the dressing room, girl. But guys, like, it takes time to look good. I can't do it in 20 minutes, especially in the morning. We'd get like 15 minutes. I can't get ready in 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, I was going to say about the eyelashes because everyone online was saying whenever you had to jump in the pool ever, you could see it in your eyes.
I had to save the eyelashes.
Like, you were in the corner like...
Can I just say the final, yeah?
Oh my gosh.
We knew we were going to jump in the pool.
Okay.
Like, a couple minutes before, Mimi come up to me and said, Josh, catch me. Yeah. So I was like, cool, no worries. I've jumped in the pool, and as I've jumped in, it splashed in my eyes. So I just needed a minute just to get myself
You weren't quick enough, babe.
I've turned around, I've just seen Mimi
I do this. Yeah. I know.
I said, why didn't you catch me? I was like, you didn't wait. How am I going to catch you? I've got water in my eyes.
Guys, I was holding my wig like this because wig was off my head. Like and I was like, yeah.
You had nose wig at Paris 2024 Olympics. You said both.
I really didn't want to do it, but like, it's tradition. Like, I didn't want to be the only one that didn't do it, so I just did it.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you. I know. Well done. Well done. No, I saw those comments and it was killing me. So I was like, I feel for her.
Even in the sports day, Like, you know, in the sports day, I thought I was swimming so fast.
Babe.
In my head, I was actually going so
Babe,
fast.
we were watching and we were like, you know what? Like, at least she's trying.
Yeah.
But like, it was so funny as well.
I watched it
because
back.
you
I was
were
like, why am I moving in slow motion?
I know, it was.
In my head, I thought I was doing a lot.
But it was gracious though.
It was
good.
very
gracious.
Yeah.
You know what though? I gave up. When we got to the end, I saw Jessica was half. I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm tapping out now.
Exactly.
And then Josh came and saved me.
Exactly. And I always really laugh as well at the mornings because I feel like when we were watching it, Matilda was one of the funniest because she was just, if she was pissed off, like you would know it.
Yeah.
And I feel like you were quite quiet as well. I mean, Josh, you were too, to be fair. I feel like in terms of mornings, you were both kind of like shades on.
Yeah, I'm not a
vibing.
morning person at all.
I would like nudge her, like speak, man.
Oh my
Say
gosh,
something.
no! I need to marinate. Like the bright lights will come on. I'm non-verbal. Like no one speaks to me right now.
Yeah, it was funny.
yeah,
You like
100%.
even with the coffee situation, I just see you like mulling about. Everyone's like, "Let's leave her be. Let's leave her
Please
be."
give me an hour or something.
So in terms of what's next for you guys, obviously not a pressurizing question, but like, have you got any plans for anything like holidays? You know, what's your kind of vibe for the next 6 months?
For me personally, it's just us spending as much time as it is. We get together with each other. Definitely a holiday on the cards. That's not
Nice.
but yeah, we just want to spend time with each other. Do normal things like how you would on the outside. You know what I mean? So if you've met a person and you're interested in them, what would you do in the first 6 months? It's the same thing we're going to do in the first 6 months.
Exactly,
You know what
and
I
it's
mean?
a different environment from in the villa because obviously in the villa everything's so intense. We're with each other 24/7. So now we're out. It's like a kind of like a fresh start to like date each other,
Yeah.
like how we would on the outside. Not rushing anything.
So no mortgage or dog.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
You can see it though.
Because you know the fans are going to be asking it. You
I
know
know,
that
but
I'm just speaking on
No,
behalf.
100%. You know what it is though? When it does happen, everyone will be the first to know.
Cool.
Because we do consider everyone and we appreciate the support.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and we're just trying to share as much as we can. But
Yeah.
you know, in this day and age, it's just so much. Like, obviously, everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's got something to say. And like, we're human. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
And we
opinions
don't-
are going to affect us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
To keep it authentic, keep it good. So everyone can enjoy it when it
Yeah.
happens. You know, we just share when we can.
And at the same time, there's no point like giving into pressure and then later down the line it breaks. It's best for us to go there at the place that we're going
Yeah.
because that's what's working for us.
100%. No, I couldn't agree more. And you know what the fans will be like? More content, more.
I
more
know.
that. And
Wait
it's
up,
coming,
guys. It's coming.
That's why they're here. That's why
It's not
they're
even
here.
a week since we've been here.
Let them rest. Well, thank you both so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
I can't believe this is your first podcast.
Oh,
man.
this has been the best time.
That's so sweet.
So fun.
Thank you. You guys are so lovely and also down to earth, chill, like so nice, like you were on the show. So thank you.
Thank
you,
you.
And to everyone at home, if you watch here, make sure to like it. Let me do that again. I've done a million of these. If you're watching at home, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you're listening on Spotify, rate us 5 stars. And we'll see you next time. Thank you, Mimii and Josh.
Don't know what camera.